Hey, what up, everybody? Good morning, good morning. Pretty tiny channel. You probably haven't even heard of it. So if you're seeing this, hit that subscribe button. We do all sorts of reactions around here. Today, we're going to be reacting to Tom MacDonald, The Machine. He just dropped it. Look, I don't really listen to Tom MacDonald. I don't really do many music reactions. But I'm really liking the kind of, Rage Against the Machine vibe that society has going on right now. You know, the government's doing us pretty bad. And I think that it's definitely time that we make a stand because the corruption is just crazy. And that's why I'm doing a reaction to Tom MacDonald, because it really fits into that. And that's pretty much what he's all about. So if you hate Tom MacDonald and you can't stand the guy, then you're in the wrong place. And you don't got to watch this video. You don't got to comment on it. This is a reaction video. So yes, it's going to be paused. And yes, I'm going to talk. So if that's also going to bug you, then go watch the original video. You don't have to sit here and watch me talk my way through it. But yeah, other than that, I welcome you guys. I welcome you guys to the channel. This is a community I want to build where we are all welcome and everyone's nice to each other, and we can speak openly here. So if that interests you, then hit that subscribe button and give the video a like and leave your comment down below. Now, without any further ado, let's get into Tom MacDonald, The Machine.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas.
Why ain't spacebar working anymore? One thing I've noticed a lot lately is a lot of people are referring to America as a democracy. Oh, it's a threat to our democracy. First off, our country is not a democracy. We are not a democratic country. We are a constitutional republic. And our voting, the way we vote and the way we handle presidential campaigns and elections and all that is democracy, if that makes sense. Our country is a constitutional republic. That's why we have a constitution. But our voting system is a democracy. We get to vote freely for who we want. Or so they say. So they say, if I don't know if you're the kind of person that is out there thinking like, oh, our votes don't matter, or you think our votes do matter. That's not something I'm going to get into. I have my own thoughts on that. But yeah, that's the only thing about our country that is a democracy, is our voting system. Other than that, we are a constitutional republic.
All they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory isn't...
For real, think about it. Like I said, I'm going to stop this video probably quite a lot, guys. He says a lot in his songs. When he says that, we're not on a plantation, but we're still slaves. Like, really think about it. You can't come into this world without paying for it. You can't leave this world without paying for it. We get pretty much no help, which, here's the thing. We're starting to hit a point where we're battling between, do we want a democratic country? Because we complain a lot about not, about having to work and create our own livings, but that's what capitalism is. That's freedom, and just because you fail or aren't doing good doesn't mean it's not freedom, and it doesn't mean capitalism is bad. But technically, we have to have money all the time in order to live. And that's kind of like what the slave part is. We don't really get to be taken care of or anything like that. I'm wording that horribly. I don't know how to articulate what I'm thinking. Yeah, think about the IRS. I think the IRS is the biggest scam ever. Huge scam. Gigantic scam. Think about it. On average, I really don't know how much taxes I pay a year. I just let them take out however much they need to take out from my checks. But the amount of taxes we pay that they take from our checks every year compared to what we get back, bro, they get a giant chunk from us, and we get pennies on the dollar back from what we gave to them. That's another thing that I totally disagree with. You could pay 20 grand in taxes one year and get 4 grand back. Like, come on, you know what I mean? And then these taxes, where are these taxes going? To the wars, bro. Our taxes are funding wars. We didn't vote for our taxes to be sent to foreign countries to fund the wars. We didn't vote for that. And that's something that we should be voting on. If the people don't want to send their money overseas, then you shouldn't have to. Now, I am not against helping other countries. Obviously, not against that at all. But right now we are in such a bad state of reality that we do not need to be sending billions upon billions of dollars to fund wars. And, you know, inflation is crazy. Inflation is skyrocketed. And another thing that adds on to inflation and makes it bigger and bigger and keep it growing is the fact that we are printing money we don't have. We're already trillions of dollars in debt, and we keep on printing money to send overseas when, look, if we're going to be printing any money we don't have, it should be going back to the American people. And, and I also do find it funny how our country is trillions of dollars in debt. What happens to us when we go in debt, bro? We get garnished. Things get taken away from us. We lose our homes. We lose our cars. We can't survive or anything. But the government has put our country into debt. And they can just keep on, you know, willy-nilly print money. Sounds fair, right? Okay, that's a whole nother tangent. Sorry. We're 23 seconds in. Let's go.
Indoctrinating children, tell blacks their dissertation's a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Yep. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks their disadvantage, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burn in.
Wow. Wow, if whites believe they have it easy, they'll never help you fight the system. See, look, I was born in 92. I grew up when this stuff just didn't exist, man. I grew up in a town about 20,000 people. I had friends from all sorts of backgrounds, and this whole like weird political racism crap that's pushed everywhere, it just didn't exist in our lives. If you were cool, you were cool. If you weren't, you weren't. It had nothing to do with what you looked like or where you came from. That just wasn't a thing. Wasn't a thing at all. And so I think that kids are growing up in a very manipulated world these days. Not saying it wasn't manipulated when I was a child, but it definitely wasn't pushed down our throats the way it is today. And yeah, dude, our world's just going to crap. It's going to crap.
Books in untraditional ways that is traded with easy advantage to whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burn in books in untraditional ways that has traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. That has changed the information and the truth gets erased.
Wow. Wow. Tom is spitting facts, man. Like I said, I don't really listen to him. Like, I mean, you know, I got other things going on. But he's spitting facts, dude. Spitting facts. Everything's turning digital. It's easy for them to manipulate everything, you know, like you can't even search Google and find real truth. You only find what Google wants you to find. You know, like we are living in a banana republic. For real.
They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake.
Yeah.
I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
For real. You know, all the movies that we've seen for however many years now when... You know, the government's being corrupt and all these crazy things are happening to people. They have shown us in movies and in TV shows what is going to happen for the longest time. We are familiar with what is happening. We're just not familiar with it happening in real life. We're familiar with it happening in shows and movies. Hundreds of shows and movies have it where the government is doing corrupt things and bad things and being corrupt as shit all the time, dude. All the time. In all of our favorite movies and TV shows, more than likely the government is doing corrupt things, like the FBI and CIA, like, you know, they're all involved with all these crazy scandals and conspiracy theories, you know, and now we're starting to find out that conspiracy theories aren't exactly conspiracy theories because they keep on becoming true. You know, we've seen this happening for a long time, just not in real life. And now it's happening in real life. And there's so many people who are like, nah, it's just a conspiracy theory. No, bro, it's happening. It's happening. Everything's adding up. It's right in front of our faces.
I am stone built to enslave us, only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue to liberal. It works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue to fight us, they don't ever help, they want.
Wow, hold on.
Are hitmen hired to kill the individual. Not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual.
Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. Yeah, it is kind of... They definitely make it very clear that we only have like two options. You know, it can either be left or right. And that definitely ends up putting you in a box. And dude, our country's so divided. We are so divided because of that. There is no just openness. You know, if you don't believe what I believe, then you're my enemy. That's the state of the world we're living in. If you don't believe what I believe, well, then you're my enemy. You don't believe what I believe, I don't like you. I just didn't grow up like that. My best friends to this day that have been my best friends for 15 going on 20 years have different beliefs than I do, and that has never come in between our friendship. It has never torn us apart. So I don't understand. I don't understand modern day thinking.
They label people red or not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time.
Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Yep. And you think about it, I made this meme that's on my phone. Might be able to put it up here. And you got Democrat, Republican. You know, let's say you got a bird, you got Democrat and Republican, or Democrat, Republican, whatever side, whatever, that are the wings. Who's the bird? Anyone ever think of that? Who's the bird? Who's flying? Who has the wings? Who's the bird? I think it's a good thing to think about.
Guys, left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized. It's Google or it's Amazon.
See, that's what I was just saying. I was just talking about that. It's heavily monopolized. You cannot find truth. You find what they want you to see. I was just saying that.
The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized. It's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact-checking the fact-checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me break this down for you, simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third or if you're last place. You're still a rat, and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape.
Wow. Just spitting facts, dude. Spitting facts. How do you disagree with that? You don't gotta like the dude. You don't gotta like his music. It doesn't gotta be, you know, your flavor. But how can you disagree with what he's saying? How can you not understand that the government is totally against us right now? The Texas thing, bro. The Texas thing. How more obvious do things have to be? Like, they have literally conditioned us into a state of brainwash where they can do things in our face and we're like, oh, no, it's just a conspiracy, you know. That's sad. Really, look at Texas. They're being invaded. They have an illegal immigration problem. Nobody is against immigration. Nobody's against immigration. But illegal immigration ruins our country. Ruins our country. And you got Texas trying to protect their citizens in Texas. Then you got Biden trying to stop them from doing that. What more do you need? What more do you need? It's all right there.
They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us cause they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns.
Yeah, that's another funny thing, man. They talk about violence and guns, you know, that we got to take away guns, but yet they push hip-hop. And the main topic in hip-hop is like gangster stuff. Having guns, shooting people, calling women the B word, totally degrading. You know, they glorify weapons. They glorify drugs. But at the same time, those same people will be like, we need to ban guns. You know? I just don't know how much more obvious it needs to be. Everything is hypocritical. Everything. It's all an oxymoron. If you don't see it, I guess I don't know. Don't know what to tell you.
Pronouns they made up to make it controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted.
Seriously, bro. Yep. I'm going with whoever is fighting against the system. I'm going with whoever is fighting for our freedom and our rights. That's what I'm going with. It is not a hard decision. Not a hard decision. If you're trying to change our Constitution and our laws and our amendments, I'm not with you. A lot, they want us to hate our founding fathers. They want you to think, like, oh, they were racist and all this kind of stuff. First off, they lived in a time where everyone owned slaves. Everybody. It wasn't just one race. Everyone owned slaves. The slave trading was a huge market that was used all over the world by everybody. They want you to think the founding fathers are horrible, but the founding fathers had enough foresight to give us the Constitution and our amendments so the government cannot overrule us. And in the Constitution, it even says it's not a right, it is an obligation that if the government is turning tyrannical and does not have our best interest in mind and is failing us, we have an obligation to dismantle that government. An obligation, you guys. This wasn't like, oh, you have the choice, you got the right. No. This is an obligation. If your government becomes corrupt and tyrannical, you dismantle them and restart. That's what our founding fathers gave us, and we are not using it today. We have let the government get far too big. They have so many branches in their hands and everyone's pockets. We've let them get way too big.
Accepted, they both fake teams. Eve the red pills, cause that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted. They both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
Wow. Yeah. Just spitting a bunch of facts, dude. I didn't see not one lie in that song at all. Like I said, you don't got to like Tom. You don't got to listen to him. He doesn't got to be your flavor. But if you disagree with what's going on in the world right now, then I'll pray for you. I mean, that's all I can do. I'll pray that your eyes get opened. I really will. Because they're taking away our freedoms left and right. And they're masking it by saying they're fighting for our freedoms. I feel like us citizens are in a relationship with a narcissistic partner, which is the government. I feel like we're all dating a narcissist. That's what it feels like to me. A manipulating, gaslighting, over the top, out in the open narcissist. And there's a lot of people out there that seem to be okay with it, and I'm just not. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Shout out to Tom MacDonald. It's a good song, even though I probably won't play it a whole bunch. But he spit facts. He spit facts. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Again, if you're here and you like the video and you want to kick it and react to more things, then let me know what you would like me to react to. And also hit that subscribe button. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys have a good day.